This is a story to help think about helping people and why the way that we help really matters. It's a story about a community and a young woman who lives in a place with lots of potential, but some obstacles in the way of people achieving that. This is a story about Grace. Grace has a dream. She dreams of building a charity called the Holistic Development Agency. Through the charity, members of the community will learn new skills, be protected from danger, and feel safe, or get the tools they need so that they can live their best lives. Grace is worried. She was able to finish secondary school, but not all of her neighbours have been able to. Where Grace lives, the environment shifts under everyone's feet. It might be because of extreme weather events. It might be war or civil unrest or political unrest. It might be an inconsistent infrastructure. Grace knows that the community are facing the same problems that she is. And as she tries to build, she refuses to give up, because if she can help them build together, they will all benefit. Grace's dream is going well. People are coming to the Holistic Development Agency and really benefiting from the help it offers. More children are going to school, and the girls feel safer getting there. With more children coming for support, Grace wants to expand the work of HODA and work with parents and the school to help parents think differently about why education is so important. There's lots to do, but there's only one Grace, and she can't afford to pay anyone to help her. So Grace decides to apply for some external funding. She writes a lot of letters. She speaks to a lot of people in the community and gathers all their stories to show that what they're doing makes a difference, so that the people with the money will see that it fits with where they want to spend it. A man in a tie comes from an international charity for a quick visit. After hearing how wonderful the Holistic Development Agency is, the man in a tie has a great idea for a project he'd like HODA to do. The community is given some pipes for irrigation. And that will move the water around, helping the crops to grow and the food to ripen. And it's all powered by the sun. The irrigation system looks very impressive, and people are very grateful for more food as the trees grow bigger and the crops get riper, and children's bellies are full, helping those that go to school do better. 2 years on, Grace is still working with HODA. People are benefiting from the support it offers, and more children are going to school, especially girls. The man with the tie comes and says the time has come for the project he paid for to finish. And the person that they paid to look after the pipes wouldn't be funded anymore. Some of the tools that Grace had paid for from the money were taken away, including a laptop that she used to do her finances. At the same time, the environment continues to shift. Back to where she started, Grace continues to do all the good things that she does with her community, working to her fullest capacity, believing in a better way. As the floods break, the solar panel that made the irrigation system work. Rudo from All We Can comes to visit. Rudo doesn't live very far away from Grace and knows the people and the environment that Grace is working with. Like Grace, Rudo is an expert at listening to people and helping them achieve their goals. Rudo and Grace create a plan together. Rudo asks Grace what the community needs to be stronger in the extreme and unpredictable weather and when the environment shifts. Grace tells Rudo about her great big dream and what she has heard from the community. Friends of Grace have used trees to stop sand and water from damaging things, and different building materials to resist the weather when it comes. So that is one of the things Rudo and Grace plan to do. But first, the All We Can team makes sure that Grace has the money to pay other people to join her team, not just for a little bit of time, but for as long as is needed. Making plans with All We Can feels different to the other times that Grace has had to jump through hoops to get funding for short-term projects. Grace feels listened to. Sorry, Vito. And instead of needing to prove herself, an assessment of HODA is designed to look at strengthening the organisation. With Rudo's encouragement, Grace invests in foundations for HODA, so her work lasts longer and is less vulnerable to the changing weather conditions and the shifts in the environment. And together, Grace's dream starts to become a reality.